Hey there, Rockstar. How's that scrolling marathon going? I'm going to guess with all those long hours you've been putting in front of a screen, your neck is likely needing a little love. So let's give it some, shall we? We're going to start off here by placing our fists just in that low back area, right where your kidneys are. And you are going to give a little pressure into that kidney area and use that as leverage to butterfly your elbows, your arms, your shoulders back as you're opening up the front of the heart and squeezing out the back of the heart. And you might be thinking, hey, I thought we were going to work on our necks. Well, usually, if you've got some stuff going on in your neck, your thoracic spine and your shoulders are also pretty tight. So we're going to start there today and see if we can create a little sense of spaciousness through that upper body to start to ease up whatever is going on in your neck. Next up, we have some genie arm action going on here. So we're going to stack our forearms one on top of the other, right around your chest level. And the arm that's on top is going to wrap around that elbow and gently pull in its direction as the elbow is pulling in the opposite direction. So it's like a slight tug of war. And as we're doing that, we're going to lean our ear over to want to kiss that shoulder. So we're opening up the opposite side, creating space, not just through the neck, but also through the shoulders, through the upper traps. It's going to feel so good. So keep your hips facing forward. And as you're pulling on that arm, think of wanting to turn that shoulder with you so that you start to open up that upper back area. And as you're leaning over, you're going to open up that the side of that neck. It's going to feel amazing. Don't be surprised to get a little crack, a little adjustment. So you're welcome if that happens. All right, time to switch up sides. Once again, we're going to stack those forearms one on top of the other, just around chest level, and gripping that top hand on that elbow and pulling in its direction as the elbow is pulling in the opposite direction. So a very slight, gentle tug of war as you're wanting to pull that opposite side shoulder around, and as you're leaning that head over ear to touch the shoulder, opening up the side of the neck, stretching out those shoulder muscles, those upper traps, that upper back region, and breathe, because breathing is awesome and breathing itself can release so much tension. So I encourage you to do that. Try it out. I think you'll like it. Let's switch it up, and we're going to get into a cat-cow position, but we're going to do the cat-cow a little differently. We're going to do them on our forearms, and it's one less joint to have to think about. It gives your wrists a little break as well, but I find that I'm able to isolate my thoracic spine a lot better when I do these on my forearms. So just a way to change it up a little bit. And you can, as you're doing this, feel what it feels like to put a little more pressure on the right side of the right forearm, and then maybe switching over on the next one to the left forearm, just gently pressing more on one side than the other, and just notice how your body feels, how she wants to adjust. And it's just a nice way to just explore any tension points that might be going on in the body that you're not aware of. Great job. So we have rotated the spine, we have flexed and extended it. Now we are going to lengthen it, and we're going to change up this movement a little bit. You can do whatever you want with the lower body, kneel like I'm doing here, sit, stand, whatever feels good for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades back and down as we're pressing those upper arms into your side body. So a little bit of retraction and depression with the shoulder blades and adduction through the arms. Think of lengthening from your tailbone all the way through the top of your crown, and think of pulling the fingertips down towards the center of the earth, creating as much length as you can and as much space as you can between your shoulders and your ears. Feel that length. It's one of those exercises that always surprises me how much it helps release the tension through my neck and my shoulders. So hope it works for you too. Let's get into a little ball now. So elbows to knees, And then we're going to place that one hand right below on your low back, right around where the kidneys are, and use the arm that's on the ground as leverage to help you pull that shoulder up towards the sky and take your head in that direction too. So think of your nose following your shoulder and opening up through that thoracic spine. So you don't want to lean over from the hips. You don't want to twist from the hips either. It's all moving through that thoracic spine. Feel what it feels like to squeeze the shoulder blades and think of opening up that heart. Again, it's then if you've got tension or tightness through the neck, even a kink in your neck, sometimes creating more mobility through that upper back is huge in loosening up that neck. Okay, let's take it to the other side. Same thing, elbows to knees, nice little ball, arm right behind your kidneys, and then we're going to take our shoulder up towards the sky and back and take your nose and follow that shoulder. Beautiful job. Remember to breathe. When you open up at the top there, breathe into those side ribs. Expand the body from the inside. If we can release the tension even from the inside of the body with the breath, you'd be surprised how much more space and relaxation you can feel on the outside. We are going to isolate that neck now. So we're going to do some head slides. So basically you want to jut your chin forward to try to peck the front wall and then squeeze it back. So see if you can give yourself as many double chins as possible and try to touch the back of your neck and the back of your head to the back wall. So sliding front to back. And then we're going to switch it up, and this one's always like crazy awkward I so do not do this right, but I love trying it because I always end up adjusting my neck somehow. So even though if you'll see my torso sliding side to side, the goal is to try to keep it. I just cracked my neck there. And they're so loud. The goal is to keep the shoulders level and the whole entire spine without moving, and you're just sliding like Michael Jackson side to side. So try it. Whatever you can do is perfect. Now we're going to take it into a rotation, and it's like we're looking over a fence. So we're going to turn that chin over the shoulder and then look up and over like you're looking over a fence. I'm going to switch it up here to the side so that you can see. So I'm turning my head and then I'm taking a look down. Try to look at your toes, try to look at your butt, whatever works for you, but you're turning your head and then looking up and over. This one also adjusts my neck every once in a while. It feels really, really good, and I'm always surprised with how much better my neck feels on the other side of just taking a little time to give our body some love. So I hope that worked for you. I hope you loved it. Cyber high five to you because you are awesome. Thanks for being my movement buddy. And why don't you check this video out next and make your body happy. She will thank you for it. We'll see you on the next one.